Alright, what's up guys? I'm back and finally with the video of Dragon Ball Saiyan transformations and their multipliers. And let's take this off the bat. This is not official. This is based off of research that I have found and many other more talented people than me have done. These are estimations. Some of them are official based off of stuff we know from guidebooks, the shows, and basic things we've seen. But most of them, estimations, most of them are actually official, but you get what I'm saying. And these are from the canon and non-canon animes and the movies. For stuff Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super movies, the Dragon Ball Z movies, all the classic ones, and even stuff from, what is it, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I don't know if there's any really on this list, but you'll see. And if I do eventually come to that research, I'll do a separate video revealing it. And also I'd like to mention, I am doing the one based off stuff we know from the manga, because the manga is different from the anime, and some stuff are shown differently and seen more powerful than the others. So let's get started. We got the classic Great Ape transformation, or also known as the Izaru transformation. Time 10 base, turn into a giant monkey, stare into a full moon. And they only have to have a tail for this to happen. Kaioken. This multiplier varies. I put it at 1.5 because it wouldn't make sense if it was automatically a times 2, because you can use Kaioken times 2. It wouldn't make sense because that would make it times 4. It's basically lying. So I put it at 1.5 when he just says Kaioken. He can say Kaioken times 2. It'd multiply his actual base by 2. So here we go. And based off the movies, it can go up to times 100. That's from non-canon material. But for canon material, it can go all the way up to only times 20. We have False Super Saiyan, or Pseudo Super Saiyan. This is an incomplete version of the Super Saiyan transformation. Black hair, still golden aura, but it seems to be a lot brighter since most of his body is like yellow, based off the classic anime movies from the Lord Slug movie. And I put this at 25 times base. It's not true Super Saiyan, so it wouldn't make sense if it had to 50 times base. It obviously weaker. So 25 seems about right. We got classic Super Saiyan transformation, 50 times base, the legendary transformation, the legendary Super Saiyan, of course, we all know this. We have Super Saiyan Grade 2, or also known as Ascended Super Saiyan. We know that Goku, Vegeta, and I think Trunks, they have locked this, but this is mostly famous because of Vegeta. And I put this around 60 to 65. This is an estimate based off what we know, how it's supposed to be stronger than normal Super Saiyan. I say this is about a right spot. We have Super Saiyan Grade 3, or also known as Ultra Super Saiyan. This is far more powerful, so I put it at 70 to 75. I know some people say it's a lot stronger than that, it's closer to Super Saiyan 2, but I feel like that wouldn't really make sense. But because it's also weaker than Perfect Cell, and Super Saiyan 2 was able to contend against Super Saiyan, Perfect Cell, I mean, sorry. But yeah, it was able to go against Super Saiyan in power, but it is stronger than Super Saiyan Grade 2, and it was weaker than Perfect Cell, so that's why I have it here at 70 to 75 times. We have Super Saiyan Full Power, or the Mastered Super Saiyan transformation. Basically, when they're able to use it without letting out any energy. This is 50 times base. It is weaker. Some people say that it is the same strength as Grade 3, but I really don't know. I personally just think that it's the same strength as normal Super Saiyan, just more ki control and better, so it makes it as powerful and just more efficient. We have Restricted Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan A-type. This is famous from Broly, DBZ Broly, and the two images, you can either have blue tealish hair or purple hair. I really don't know. It's like hard to tell. I put this around the same as the false Super Saiyan transformation at 25 times base because it's restricted, so it makes sense because it restrains his power. It possibly could be around 15 times, but 25 seems good for me. And I know others have changed it, but overall this is what I would put it at. Then we have the legendary Super Saiyan transformation, famous by DBZ Broly and DBZ Broly only, or also known as Super Saiyan B type. I put this around 100 to 200 times base because it is definitely stronger than Perfect Cell, or maybe not as stronger than him, but it is definitely probably in strength as strong as Super Saiyan 2. That transformation. Perfect Cell, I think we definitely was stronger than DBZ Broly. Personally, I believe that, but this transformation is strong, and I have it low. I know some people may say it should be higher, but I have it this low because DBZ Broly is freakishly strong. In that restricted Super Saiyan form, he was able to blow up South Galaxy, which is its own quadrant. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that word. Quadrant of the universe. So he basically destroyed a quarter of the universe in a restricted form, and in this form, he was far more powerful. So this form, that's the reason why, because the estimating is a little lower, because that would make it undermine how strong normal Broly actually is. But yeah, 200 or 100 to 200 times base makes sense for me. Then you have Super Saiyan 2. This is classic, 2 times stronger, or 2 times the Super Saiyan, 100 times Super Saiyan. It's 100 times base. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself a little bit. It's very late and I'm tired, so I'm sorry. But yeah, 100 times the base, and it is 2 times the Super Saiyan. We have Super Saiyan C type. I put this around 75. It could be 50 as well, but it is based off what we know from guides and stuff like that and how it's shown. I feel like it is stronger than normal Super Saiyan. It could just be a rage boost, but definitely is stronger in my opinion. And this is a DBZ Broly only. Some people do say that DBS Broly or Super Broly, he uses it, but based on what I've seen and what I know, and from others, it's only Z Broly, so 75 times. It could be lower, but it could be this. This is how I put it. We have Super Saiyan 3. This is 400 times base. It is 2 times the Super Saiyan 2. Or no, it's not 2 times the Super Saiyan 2. It's 4 times the Super Saiyan 2, or 8 times the Super Saiyan. So it is 400 times base. We have the ultimate form. This one is unknown, but all we know is that it's really, like, when it was first introduced, it wasn't a transformation. It was just there. That was your power. Like, you could use it, like, that was Gohan's ultimate power. That was him with all of his potential unlocked and used. That's basically his strongest power. And then in Super, they really turned it into a transformation. But I honestly don't know what the multiplier for this one is. It varies a lot because it all depends on the context. But unknown for sure. If you have a possible idea, put it in the comments down below. We have the Golden Uzaru, a Golden Great Ape. Sorry if I have it written down there. Changed it. This is just Great Ape times Super Saiyan. So 500, 10 times 50, 500 times base. So that is what this is, of course. And this is from Dragon Ball GT, non-canon. Then we have Super Saiyan 4. I put this at 4,000 times base because for me this makes the most sense. 10 times Super Saiyan 3. It wouldn't make sense if it was only it was only 500 times base instead of this, because it is far superior than Super Saiyan 3. So this made the most sense. But I'd also like to mention, I didn't have it here yet, but later in GT, he did get a power which made it, I think, either Ultra Super Saiyan 4 or like Ultra Full Power Saiyan 4, and then there was Super Full Power Saiyan 4, which eventually made that power up to 40 times base instead of 4,000. It made it 10 times stronger, which was made it 40,000 times base. I didn't have that slide here. In the future, if I do an updated version, I definitely will. Now we have Super Saiyan God. This one is definitely unknown, but based on calculations done from people on Reddit and other YouTubers, I'd say I honestly agree with the 100,000 times base. Makes the most sense, and it really shows how much stronger like the transformations are compared to the others. But I've seen this go all the way up to at least like this is a low ball. Like this is like the lowest point that they believe Super Saiyan God is. I've seen some people actually say 20,000 times base, but 100,000 times base seems to be like, I agree with that, because I know this is definitely stronger than Super Saiyan 4, at least in my opinion. I believe it is. So it makes sense if it was far superior like this. But I've seen some people put this at like 4 million times base, which I feel like is way too powerful. It just undermines how strong Goku and Vegeta have actually really come in their base forms. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue. This is 50 times Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan times Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan. It's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. So yeah, it's 50 times Super Saiyan God. So with our estimated 100,000 times base for Super Saiyan God, I put this at 5 million times base. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. With our estimated for 1.5 times base for a normal Kaioken when just using it, and times our estimated 5 million times for Super Saiyan Blue, I put this at 7.5 million times base. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10. This is, I put at 50 million times base based on what we know for our information. 5 million for Super Saiyan Blue, and then 10 times for Kaioken times 10. So, 5 million times 10, 50 million. And here's when things are definitely going to get a little controversial. Super Saiyan Rose, for Goku Black's transformation. This one is definitely controversial because it's equivalent to Super Saiyan Blue in the anime. But in the anime, they only use the Super Saiyan Rose form. They don't use Super Saiyan in the manga. In the manga, they use Super Saiyan, and then they use Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Rose. And they show it as Goku Black using, I'm pretty sure he used Super Saiyan 2 based on like the lightning bolts and how his hair was. And then they said how Super Saiyan Rose was the God's equivalent of Super Saiyan Blue, like when a Kai uses it. So I honestly think that for at least the anime, as bad as this one I should say, but I think it's only 50 times base because it's basically his version of Super Saiyan since he didn't use Super Saiyan. And also, one more thing. In the anime, Goku Black in his base form was able to take hits from Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and then beat the crap out of Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta in base. So it would make sense if this was only 50 times. Because if it was the same as Super Saiyan Blue at 5 million times, yeah, Goku and Vegeta probably would have died. Or not even died, they probably would have been eviscerated. Now we have Super Saiyan Rage. This is unknown. I put this at 50,000 times base. Mainly because Trunks was kind of weak, I'm not going to lie. He was kind of weak in the future arc, like when we go to Goku Black arc. And then this transformation made him be able to hold his own. So having it just about the half amount of Super Saiyan God, let's say is a good rough point for it. But this is unknown. This is just some estimate by me. Then we have Kale's Super Saiyan transformation, or Super Saiyan Berserk. This one is unknown, honestly. I wouldn't put it like as strong as Super Saiyan Rage. I know Super Saiyan Rage, the last one, if we go back, it is way too, it could be way too high, it could be a lot lower, but honestly, Trunks wasn't really that strong during the arc. I could change this in the future, I probably will, but I feel like that's a good point. But again, go for Super Saiyan Berserk for Kale. Her transformation, it's kind of like DBZ Broly and Super Broly, but different. It's mostly like Z Broly, but again, she was able to take hits from Super Saiyan Blue. So unknown, it would probably be around 1,200, something like that. It could be like a little over 1,000 for multipliers. It could be in like probably around like Super Saiyan 4, like 4,000, could possibly be like that, because she was weak in her base form. We all know this, but again, just my opinion based on what I've noticed and seen. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20. We already went over this, so 20 Kaioken times 20 times 5 million for Super Saiyan Blue. 20 times 5 million, 100 million times base for Kaioken times 20. Then we have Ultra Instinct Sign, or Ultra Instinct Omen. This is definitely unknown because his power, it definitely increased a good margin amount, but it also increased his speed and everything else. I know all the other transformations do that, but it could be that his strength was multiplied a good amount, but not exponentially. But it was just his body and mind that made him much stronger. So, unknown. Now we have Kale's normal controlled Super Saiyan. It could be 50. It could be around like actual, like I'd say maybe 200. That's a good guess for me at least, but unknown for now. I could change in the future again, and I'd say about either 50 or 200. Then we have the Super Saiyan 2 used by Kale and Kale and Kefla. Again, very hard to find because it's just used. I know there are some people that argue that Kale doesn't have Super Saiyan 2, but if we clearly see from here, her hair is the same color as Kefla's. And then we go back. This is what Super Saiyan Kale is supposed to look like. Her hair is much lighter and it's a lot more yellow. And then we go back here. A lot more lime green. So yeah, I'm going to say that's a Super Saiyan 2 form. Plus also, like, a lot of the games, if they have her with this type of hair color, they say it's Super Saiyan 2. But yeah, unknown. Could be... Honestly, it could be like maybe 2,000, something like that, possibly. Maybe not 2,000 exactly, but could be like a little over like 500, something like that, possibly. Now we have Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, or Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, or Evolved Super Saiyan Blue. This is, we know, based off the anime and the fights, it is just as strong, or possibly even stronger, than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20. So, 100 million times base. Honestly, I feel like it's stronger. It definitely has the potential to be stronger since Kaioken is combined with Super Saiyan Blue, and this is a completely new transformation. Training with it definitely can make stuff a lot more stronger. So, yeah, this is basically what I put it for. Definitely could be a little bit more, but we know it's roughly equivalent to it. Then we have MUI, Mastered Ultra Instinct. This transformation multiplier, definitely unknown. Hard to find out, but if you guys have any ideas in the comments, let me know, because this one is kind of hard to figure out. Now we have DBS Broly, or Super Broly. Personally, my favorite character. We have his Ikari form, or his Wrathful form. This is using the power of a great ape in your base form. basically staying in your human form, but letting the power of a great ape and the multiplier of it increasing their speed and agility and their strength by 10 times. So it's 10 times power boost because it's using the power of a great ape 10 times. Then we have Broly's Super Saiyan. I made this a different slide because it is a little different, because for his power in Super Saiyan, it's just a little bit more different because it's enraged and it's not like a normal Super Saiyan. But same, 50 times. This was what I was saying earlier. This one can be argued to be Super Saiyan C-type. Some people have said that. I honestly think it's normal Super Saiyan, but doesn't really matter directly. Then we have Wrathful Super Saiyan, or just Super Saiyan you combine with Wrathful form. In the movie, we know that when Broly transformed into a Super Saiyan, he was already in his Ikari form. So when he transformed into a Super Saiyan, that power he was already in combined with, like basically kind of permanently combined with his Super Saiyan form during that one transformation. And that would make his power in that movie went to 500 times base. So that's why I have it. I'm not 5,000 times base, 500 times base. So yeah, that's why I have it here. And that's what I was saying before, because now in the manga with him, even though this I'm not talking about the manga, but now him controlling it in his Super Saiyan form, it'd be normal 50 times because it didn't have it combined with his Ikari form and Wrathful form. I found a video. There's a photo describing it, like describing how it works. If I find it again, I'll put it at the end of this, or in the middle of this to cut it, to show you how this works. But all right, future me, back, and I found the image. Sorry if I sound a little different. I kind of don't have any privacy where I am right now, and I'm using a microphone. But this explains what I was basically talking about before. We have, you see at the bottom part of the image, we have Broly in his base form, and then it goes plus Super Saiyan to make him go into the Super Saiyan form. He has it controlled there. He's about the same muscle mass as his base form, maybe a little bigger, couldn't really tell. But his pupils are there, and his hair, normal Super Saiyan hair. He has it controlled. And then we see at the top image, basically what happened in the movie. The bottom image is basically what happened in the manga, from him going straight from his base form into Super Saiyan, while in the top image we have him from the movie. Basically he was in his Ikari form, and then he turned into a Super Saiyan, combining the two, because he was in his Ikari form first and then he transformed into a Super Saiyan, basically combining it. I know it didn't have the green aura to show that it's basically combined, but this is basically how it worked. It became Super Saiyan Ikari, combining the power. 50 times base is a Super Saiyan multiplier, so normal one would just be 50, and the top one, because he was already in his Ikari form, it is a 50 times base on top of the 10 times base from the Ikari form, and it's 500 times. But I'd like to mention how Broly, if you know anything about him, it's not that it's just the multipliers, it's because his strength is legendary, no pun intended. But when he can boost his power based on how angry he gets, the stronger he gets. The angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but basically that's how his power works. And once his power can't get up physically, can't get higher, that's when his transformations come into play. And remember in the movie how when he was fighting Goku and Vegeta, he was adapting to them, which means his power level was going up even higher. And to be able to match certain people that are leagues upon stronger, that's when his transformations come into play. So that's just some information, and back to the video. Last transformation. Super Saiyan Broly full power, or Super Saiyan full power Broly. This one, I guess, honestly, 500 does seem like it would actually work, but sometimes it doesn't. It could be 500. Could be 1,000 because it could be 2 times stronger. That's why he was able to go against Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Not Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Sorry for like making a bunch of these mistakes and stuff like that, but yeah, this is basically a more like refined new transformation of a Kari combined with Super Saiyan. I have seen people say, because like if it is 500 with the last transformation and it is a more refined new transformation, it could be 5,000 times base because of how significantly stronger. Because remember, Gogeta fought this Broly, or this version. Don't really remember exactly, but in Super Saiyan, and he was beating the absolute crap out of him. And then Broly transforms to this and was taking those blows without even flinching, and then beating him, Gogeta, so bad he had to go Super Saiyan Blue, and was still taking those hits with, like, well, a lot of pain, obviously, but was doing much better. So if it possibly was could be 500 minimum, but if it was possibly 5,000 times base, it would explain a lot. But that's just me saying this, and that is basically all of the transformations. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed listening to me just talking about this, because I actually do have kind of a passion for this. So thanks again, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this with whoever you want. But thanks for watching this video, and thanks for listening to me. So peace out. Subscribe.